Hey everybody, may the 4th be with you. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing great today. Um, so today we are going to start the process of finishing our career and budget project. So today I'm going to talk about the housing portion. Tomorrow the video will be about car buying. And Thursday the video will be about your final budget for the project. So those are the three pieces that are left that you will need to include in the career and budget project. Um, so uh, today, like I said, is housing. So I'm going to jump right in. For your housing, you can choose to do an apartment or you can choose to do a house. Um, I'm going to spend most of the time talking about how to do the housing part because there's a little more involved there. But I'm going to talk you through the apartment part first. The most important thing that you need to remember is that the payment for your house or your apartment cannot be more than 1/4 of your take home pay. So, whatever your monthly take home pay is, which you figured out on the net pay calculator, whatever that number is, um, you just need to divide it by 4 or multiply by 0.25, and then you'll know your max price. Um, so keep that in mind. 25% of your take home pay because we do not want to become house poor. Banks will approve a mortgage for far more than that, but then you end up with a situation where you can become house poor because your house payment is so large you don't have much money in your budget for anything else. While you may be able to make it work, you will struggle. So, 25% of your take home pay is a good rule of thumb to keep you in a situation where you do not become house poor. Um, I'm just going to talk you through the apartment part first. Um, when you are renting, and you'll have this outline is on Power School with the assignment, so you'll be able to see this and read back through it. Um, but for an apartment, like I was just saying, 25% of your take home pay. So uh, on your slide, when you show your apartment, you're going to take whatever the rent is. So in this case, it was $500. You're going to divide it by your total monthly net pay, and then you're going to show me that it is less than 25%. So in this case, it was 23%. So I want to see that math on a slide with your apartment. When you do an apartment, we want to know about any amenities that are included. So heat, electricity, sewer and water, garbage, any of those things that are included in your rent. So just show us some pictures of the apartment. Tell us what's included. Do the math to show that you're at less than 25% of your take home pay. Um, and that's pretty much all you need for the housing portion when you do an apartment. Um, if you are doing a house, um, when you purchase the home, you're we want to know the total cost of the house and what you're paying. So, and again, your payment needs to be no more than 25% of your take home pay. So, first, you're going to divide your monthly net pay by 4. So, go to your Paycheck City and check your monthly net pay and divide that number by 4. And then it says use the chart at this link to determine your max purchase price. So I've kind of helped you out to help you figure out how much house you can afford. That link will take you to this spreadsheet, and this column is how much you are borrowing. This column is your down payment. Before you buy a house, you want to save at least a 20% down payment. So for the project, we're going to assume that you were a good saver and you have the 20% down payment already. So that'll help you get a little bit nicer house. And then over here is the max purchase price. So when you did your calculation and found out that your max payment was, say, $500, well, then you can look here and see that you can purchase about an $84,000 house. When I did my math, my payment was about I think it was about $690. So I figured I could afford a payment or a house about $110,000. But look in this column and find the number that's lower than what you found, and that will give you an idea of how much house you can look for. Okay, so use the payment column because you know what payment you can afford to help you decide what purchase price you can afford. And then we're going to use realtor.com to find your house. So I went on realtor.com and I found this house for $109,000. So I'm going to go to my presentation, and I just made a slide called housing. And then I made a slide and I screenshotted some pictures from realtor.com. So here's this, and if you click on these arrows, it'll show pictures of the house. So I just found some pictures that I liked, and I screenshotted them and put them in my presentation. So I have the address of the house, and I have a page of pictures. Then I have the house finances. So the house is $109,000. So then I need to calculate the down payment. So I have my calculator. I'm going to take 109,000 times 0.2, because that's 20%. So my down payment is going to be $21,800. So then I'm going to put in 21,800 for my down payment, and then get my calculator back, and now I need to subtract 109,000 minus 21,800, and that equals 87,200. 87,200. So that's how much I need to borrow. So I'm going to go back to my outline. We'll come back to the property taxes part. And then we're going to use bankrate.com to calculate your mortgage payment. We're going to use a 15-year fixed rate mortgage at 3.25%. That's about the average right now. So I need to borrow $87,200. So I'm going to go to bankrate.com. I'm going to go to this up here, the menu bar up here, go to loans, and then loan calculator. And then for the loan, I'm going to put in 87,200. I want it for 15 years, and I want it for 3.25%. And then I hit calculate. So there's my payment, $612.73. So I'm going to put that on my slide. $612, and I think it was 73 cents. Yeah, 73 cents. Need another text box here. All right, so now I need to show some more math. First of all, my net pay, let's see, I forget what okay, so I need to, here is my Paycheck City. And so my net pay was $2,765. So I'm gonna take my payment of $612.73, and I'm gonna divide it by the $27.65. So I got to do that math. 612.73 divided by 27.65, and that is 0.221, or 22%. So I'm less than 25%. So I need to show that my payment is less than 25% of my net pay. I also want to show from Bankrate. So here is my thing again. I'm going to click on Show Amortization Schedule. And once I click on that, then I have to scroll down, and I'm going to have to scroll for a long time because this is 15 years worth of payments. And here is my last payment, and I had to pay $23,090.89 in interest. This column here is the total interest paid. So $23,090.89. So I'm going to put in total paid, and I'm going to take 109,000 plus 23,090.89. 23,090.89. And then I'll take out my calculator and do 109,000. Oops, that's a million. 109,000 plus 23,090.89. That's 132,090.89. 132,090.89. So that shows the total amount that I paid over the length of the loan. And the last thing that I need is the property taxes. So I have to go back to realtor.com, and I'm going to look for property history. And I scroll down a little bit, and looks like they paid $2,143 in taxes in the last year. So I go back to my presentation, and I'm going to put in the 2143, and then I'm going to put OR, and now I'm going to take 2143 divided by 12, because I'm going to have to put that much away every month. That's like our sinking fund. So that was $178.58. And then I'll put per month. And that is all of the information that you need for your housing portion. So you're going to calculate, you're going to take the price of the house, you're going to calculate the down payment, you're going to figure out how much you borrowed, you're going to use bankrate.com to figure out your monthly payment. You're going to use realtor.com to show your property taxes. You're going to show that your payment is less than 25% of your net pay. And you're going to put the total amount paid over the course of the 15 years of the loan. You can probably make this page neater than I did. I just threw it together so that I had a sample for you. But that's how I want the housing portion done. So you can start working on your housing portion. Tomorrow, I will show you the car portion. So as I said at the beginning, may the 4th be with you. And I hope you have a great day. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.